What is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another episode of the Inter Matalan series, proudly sponsored by Jump Warehouse, an exciting local business in Great Yarmouth. Basically, it's a massive trampoline park. Go there, bounce about, have some good fun. They're sponsoring this series. It is the new season, Season 3, and because of that, we've got a few new teams, and of course, the league starts from 0 points. Today, we're going to be taking on a team we are aware of, though, Ormsby United. We actually faced them in the last game of the last season, so we know what they're all about. They've got some new players, though. Let's have a look what the team is going to be like today. Of course, all of these stats are from the last 2 seasons. So, yeah, Sam Cox in goal. We know what he's all about. Fantastic player. Sam Boddington in defence. Look at them goals. 2 games ratio. We love that. Next to him in defence is Jacob Green. Tough tackling. Absolutely brilliant play. In the midfield today is myself. That goal ratio is going up a little bit. I like that. In terms of going up front, we've got Greeno, always a goal-scoring threat, which is absolutely brilliant. And on the bench today, returning from injury, is Mallet. He's back a bit earlier than we expected from that broken wrist, which is absolutely brilliant. Here we go then. Is it going to be third time lucky in terms of getting promoted? We narrowly missed out on promotion last season after beating Ormsby United in that last game. But it wasn't to be. We remain in the Championship. This is our 3rd season now in this league, and we really do want to get promoted. As a long ball's played forward there, is headed up, and I've won the ball against a man who apparently has played football in Malta. And it's a nice little ball from Greeno into his brother Jacob. Early chance, falls to Greeno. Another fantastic save. A good bit of play from Inter Matalan there, and a lovely save by that young lad in goal who's played outfield, but apparently he can play in goal as well, and it's a good start for him, and that's going to boost the confidence in there. As their new player comes forward and strikes it. Good block by Boddington. Both teams looking to get on the attack here as the yellow Under Armour man pings a long ball forwards into the box. And Ormsby United have taken the lead after just a few minutes. It was a lovely ball over. Boddington just didn't even know that there was a man behind him. Has flown over him. And it's a lovely, powerful header past Cox, who was never going to save it from point-blank range. And Ormsby United take the lead 1-0. And that is not the start we wanted in our 3rd season in the Flegg Championship, as Ormsby United will look to start from the back as they get this kick in here. Not too sure what to do with it. And Jacob's got the ball here. Lovely little knockdown. He looks up and shoots. And that's another great save by the goalkeeper, who's had a fantastic start to this game. 2 big chances for us early on, and 2 great saves from their keeper as Greeno wins the ball back here. And I've passed it into Greeno as he comes forward. It's a good tackle, but the referee's given a foul there. I'm not so sure if that's the right decision. It looked like the Ormsby United man had got the ball, but anyway, it's a free kick. I'm hovering over this one to take it, and look, quick to shoot, and I found the back of the net. That's exactly what we wanted. A quick reply, we've got it. The free kick, I'm not too sure if it was a free kick, but the referee's given it. We've seen worse decisions, that's to say the least, and I've just struck it on that near post for me, and it's beaten the goalkeeper. Don't think he was expecting me to take it that quick, but it's 1-1 and we're straight back in this game. It's exactly what we wanted to do. A quick reply as I get the ball, but I've given it away after I was looking for the pass into Jack. And the new man strikes, and it's another block from Boddington, but Greeno wins the ball here, and he's through on goal. If he can get the shot away. His last touch was a bit heavy, and it's a good clearance from the Ormsby United man. The corner will be delivered by Greeno, and Greeno looks up, only Bod and Jacob in the box, and goes for Jacob. It's another good save by that goalkeeper on his near post. Corner's always a threat in this game if you can get that ball right. But Ormsby United looking for that diagonal long ball once again, and that's exactly the ball they've played, and it's gone into him, and it's hit the crossbar. Not too sure what Bod's doing there. He did have 2 men over, but we'll look to get on the attack here as Greeno used that pace that he's got so much of. And it's a good save by the goalkeeper, parried out but cleared. And Boddington gets the ball here, and Greeno will look to run at their defensive line once again. He's got 2 men over. It's 3-on-2 here, but he looks to cut back. And I get the ball and pass it into Boddington, and it's 2-on-2 with Jacob over. And Boddington looks for Jacob but misses the pass. And now Ormsby United can try and counter through their new man. He's already scored and he hits it. And that's a fantastic save by our number 1, Sam Cox. And it's another chance. It's end-to-end stuff here as Greeno will look to get on the attack, and he does, and hits it, and it's another fantastic save by their goalkeeper. It could be about 3-3 in this game, but the goalkeeper's keeping each team in it. And their new man, who's got a real threat up front, looks to strike one. Oh, he's passed it to the man in the yellow Under Armour. What a strike that was. So much venom behind it. They really do have some threatening players up front, and we're going to have to look out for that. But we come forward again down me in the right-hand side. A strike one is parried out by the goalkeeper. Jacobs in. Oh, that looks like a clumsy challenge from their defensive man. Is it going to be a foul? It's not given. Surely that was a penalty. Let's have a look at that. This looks like a really clumsy foul straight through the back of Jacob. Jacob that goes to the ground. It doesn't look like they got the ball, but it wasn't given, and the score remains 1-1 here as Boddington will look to come down the left-hand side. Brings his head up but doesn't pick the pass, and Ormsby United will come forward now, but it's given straight back away, and I pick the ball up and I'll look up and I'll find Jacob down that right hand side, and Jacob strikes one. It's another fantastic save by their young lad in goal who's having an absolute fantastic game. We'll see there, Greeno's getting a bit frustrated with the referee for not giving the advantage there, but Malik's come on and he's back from his injury and he's charging to go through, and that's another very heavy challenge on Malik, but he gets up. Another foul not given as Jacob gives it away, and you don't want to be giving it away to him. Oh, he's hit the post. The second time he's hit the woodwork already. We know he's a threat. He's a big threat, and so is their other striker, as there's a bit of a fumble down in their opposition box. And this eventually given away for a foul. It's a long ball forward by their keeper. And the man who's already scored, he's scored another. It's 2-1. And it's pretty much that exact same ball. Boddington just can't seem to deal with it. He's been caught out. It's a lovely headed down. It's a good initial save by Cox, but he can't catch it. And it falls to their man, and he finishes potently. And it's 2-1 to Ormsby United here, as the man in the yellow Under Armour will come forward again. Oh, heavy challenge by Jacob. Is that a penalty? But no, it's given away. And it wasn't a penalty. Two big penalty decisions for either team not given here, as Mallet will give it to Jacob and he goes back into Mallet. It's a Maradona. Oh, that would have been an absolutely wonderful goal. Mallet already having that real influence that he does so well, but it is the second half now. And Mallet will pick the ball up on the right-hand side. He's kind of dropping into the defensive duties at the moment. I've come on. Jacob's gone off. Boddington will pick the ball up here and go back into Mallet. It's just passing it in between the two of them at the moment. A bit greedy from the defensive line, but as long as we keep the ball, that's all good. Boddington will look to hit forwards, and he finds the pass. No, he doesn't. There's the pass. A lovely little back heel into Mallet, and Mallet will cut back into onto stronger right foot and hit it. It's off the crossbar. It falls to again. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Cameron Mallet, and that's exactly what he wanted to do on his return from that nasty injury that he had. We won't talk about how he done it, but it was a broken wrist. Let's have another look at this. A lovely bit of passing play between Boddington and Mallet. It was only them two that touched it in the build-up to this, and who really cares if we're going to be scoring goals? Boddington have not much movement in front of him, so he just kept going sideways. The running off the ball from Mallet that he does so well was pivotal in this goal. Boddington looked like he was going to shoot there, but held off and found that lovely little back heel pass into Mallet. He's got three men surrounding him, but he wriggles out, strikes the first one. It was a good save onto the crossbar from the keeper, and there's the second strike from Mallet, and what a lovely goal it was. It is 2-2 now. We really do need to try and get hold of this game before it runs away with us. But the man in the yellow Under Armour will strike one, and that's a great save by Sam Cox. That's the last thing we would have wanted to happen, is going behind straight away, and the yellow Under Armour picks his head up and goes back into the man, the defensive player. Oh no. We're behind once again, and it's 3-2. We just can't seem to get a hold on this game. It was a short corner. They've got two men on one here. It was a nice little ball back in from the Maltese international, but I'm not sure if he's an international, but I'm going to call him the Maltese international anyway, because it's too hard saying yellow Under Armour every time. Anyway, it was a nice bit of play between them two, and they find themselves 3-2 up here as Mallet will get the ball and go into myself, and I knock it down. Back to Mallet. Oh, that ball is probably still flying, and this game was played a week ago. Not to worry, it's still 3-2. We're going to try and find our way back into the game through Boddington, and Boddington will pick his head up and strike one, and once again that ball flies into space, and Greeno's frustrated there. We can see the frustration starting to build as I come forward, and I put a slide tackle in, and Mallet's got it, and Greeno, will he hit it first time? No, he won't. He'll hold off and try and find the pass. It's just not clicking in the final third at the moment. We can tell we've had a few weeks off. It's just not really clicking the way we'd want it to, but Boddington will try and go forward here, and Greeno's give it away, and now it's 2-on-1. The man who's just scored goes into the man who scored two, and that's his hat-trick. It was a concise counter-attack from them, and what can we say? We just haven't been clicked in that final third today, and we haven't been able to deal with their fairly potent attacking two. And it was a lovely little ball here from the man who's defended today, and it was a great little finish, and that was his hat-trick, and he's going to be chuffed with that. It's 4-2. There's still time left in this game, though. Can we find a way back into it? Not if we're going to defend like that, and the man who's already on his hat-trick will cut it back and shoot. Oh, what a save from Sam Cox. That was fine in the bottom corner. Look how devastated he is that isn't in the back of the net. Will we try and find a goal here? As Boddington does really well to defend, and he'll try and come out here and he'll keep on running. He's got Mallet over. It's a good side tackle by their defender, and they'll come forward again. The man who's already on the hat-trick goes into yellow Under Armour. It's a good save by Sam Cox. The follow-up is in. And that game is nearly killed off now. The substitutes running on. That's how much it means to them. And it was a fantastic team performance so far from them. It's been a really great game, but a slight lack of quality from us has cost us. That slight lack of, cutting edges cost us. And finishes like this that is going to win them their game. Sam Cox unlucky again. The kick of the air from Boddington. A frustrating night for us. There's still a tiny little bit of time left in this. Can we try and get another goal? It's a great strike by Boddington. And you've got to give a round of applause to their goalkeeper. It's another great save. Look at them players congratulating their keeper. They know how much he's influenced their game tonight. And it's a hefty challenge on Boddington, and he's gone down, but Greener wins the ball. And he's gone into myself with a bit of space on the right-hand side. And I've sliced it away from the goal. Boddington looks down here. Great to see their player coming over and checking that he's all right. It looks like an ankle injury. I think he'll get up from this. He will. And that is the end of the game. A really disappointing 5-2 defeat on the opening game of the third season. But to a very good Ormsby United side. We can't be too disheartened about that. Let's have a look at the league table. Here is the league table then. After one game, we find ourselves down in 7th place after that disappointing display, a -3 goal difference. Next week, we're going to be taking on bottom of the league, a team that we are aware of as well. Kabay, my lover, we've had some pretty tasty encounters with them in the past, so that's going to be a good game, but we need to start winning games if we want to get promoted this season. Let's have a look at the assist makers and top scorers so far. Of course, these stats are always for this season only. So as you can see here, most assists, Bod's got 1 and Greeno has got 1. No one else has got an assist. That's why it says non-applicable at the end. And in terms of the most goals, I've got 1 and Mallet has got 1. A bit of a change not to see Greeno on that goal sheet, but I'm sure after next week's game, that might be different. Anyway, a massive thank you for watching this week's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. A big thanks to Jump Whitehouse for sponsoring the kits and sponsoring the series. And we will see you all very soon.